I've been beefing with this thing for so long, dude. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Early Morning Podcast. Today it is August 28th, 6:40 p.m. The year is 2023. Just turned to 6:41. So beat the... I'm gonna curse right now. Grab you a J, grab you a brew, grab you whatever on earth it is you may do. I've referenced fentanyl before. It's like one of the most popular drugs right now. Oxycontin. That's how you correctly pronounce it. It's not Oxycontin. Watch fucking Painkillers on Netflix. It'll teach you a lot about, prescription drugs. All right. Let's get into the episode. Today we got a guest, dude. It's don't talk until I say your name. The homegirl is here. She delayed the podcast by about 18 hours, luckily, which is a great thing to have. You love when you have a guest on that they just push back the episode, but it's fine, dude. It is fine. We're all good. It's all good, dude. Linds, what's up, dude?
Hello, Vic.
I had to shit on you off top, dude. I still curse within the first 90 seconds, so it's all good. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, dude. I got a few BLs in me. I'm feeling good, dude. What's up with you, dude? I told you how I asked you how your day has been, and you said hectic, dude. Other than that, how is your fucking life? Let's get to the nitty gritty, dude.
Just chilling.
Like Bob Dylan or what? Yeah, another child on the way.
Fuck no. Fuck no. God no.
Yeah, let's start off with this, dude. Actually, I'll go to my notes in a moment. Would you rather have a vasectomy, the guy that you're with, or would you rather, I don't know what it's called for a female. Don't look at this, dude. It's not for you. Okay.
I was on and out.
Okay.
Listening to your question.
No. What's more appropriate in your eyes, dude? Yeah, your gang.
Always.
Oh, and the coaster, show the coaster.
Oh, yes.
Gang. Vasectomy or get your eggs like destroyed or whatever it's called. They put plaster inside your urethra or your whatever it's called for a girl.
Tubes tied.
That's it.
It's a little more invasive for a woman to get that, and there's a lot more complications that can come with it. So
you got so serious about it. Damn, Jesus Christ. Like
no.
So in short, a guy should have their dick or their balls.
It's a little snit. Come on.
I know that shit scares me though. I don't know.
You guys get to lay up for like 2 days with some frozen peas.
One of my like worst fears, and I've said this on this podcast, is having I don't know if you've heard about this, but it's the contortion, testicle contortion.
Oh.
That's like one of my biggest fears. So
that happened to my brother.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
While he was skating, happened to him. He like fucking
did a board hit? His board hit
the rail, and it was terrible. Sorry, Ryan.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's just like I literally sometimes will lay in bed and be like, I hope I don't wake up in the morning on my side with my balls crossed and I feel paralyzed.
If I had balls, I feel like that would be a fear of mine too. That's
real deal Holyfield right there, dude. I saw, what's it called? Speaking of real deal Holyfield, that's giving me, this is pissing me off. We have to turn off the fan, dude.
It didn't work.
Just hit that center button. Thank you. OJ,
Is this real?
I'm gonna fight that thing, dude. Here, can you give me the remote? Mm-hmm. I'll edit this. See, dude, I want to fight this thing like all the fucking time. All right.
Keep that thing on you, just in case.
Speaking of, OJ, I don't know why we're talking about algorithms like earlier. Showed you my TikTok algorithm. OJ will every now and then pop up on my X feed, and I don't know why. I rarely even go on Twitter. I'm just gonna call it Twitter. And it's weird to me that is so like acceptable, because he just talks like a weird fucking guy. something that was weird, that I know that was a weird approach. I loved how you posted on your story earlier today, some meme, and then put a 9mm compact. I think it was a Sig Sauer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P365.
Yes. Yeah. I Googled it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a firearm.
Yeah.
I know firearms. That's a firearm.
Yes, it is.
That rules that you did that. When'd you get that, dude?
I've had that for about 2 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason I asked, you don't even know. Oh, man. So today, 2 days ago, our internet went out here at this, in this vicinity. Okay. And AT&T was supposed to come. That was the company that supplies the internet here. They were supposed to come this morning, and I was awoken at 8:45 to some guy, whatever. He did his shit, fixed the router, replaced it, whatever. Internet's all good. He left. Some other dude came 5 hours later while I was in the middle of a nap, and I almost wanted to fight him. I thought about this. I thought, what if I wore this Philadelphia shirt, had like a fake badge on, and my holster, like put a holster on and a gun, and was just like, you fucking woke me up from my shift. I just got back home, you motherfucker. What are you doing at my house? I had this idiot here this morning. He finally replaced the like go full like off spaz. I thought that would have been the funniest shit ever, dude. Like, I was like, oh man.
Guy just fucking goes to therapy after.
No, because I did tell him off.
Yeah.
I was very pissed off. I was like, you were not supposed to come here, whatever. This isn't funny. The funny part is I was considering getting a felony, multiple felonies, to be impersonating a police officer, threatening this guy's life over just bullshit because he pissed me off. He woke me up from a nap. And I was like, that would rule. Would you ever do anything like this? Or have you ever been so agitated with anything or anyone that you've been like, not that you're going to draw your firearm on them, but like you've made that idea in your head. You've painted that picture. I full on painted that picture. Oh, yeah. Scenario. I was like, this is what I would do.
Yeah.
Explain, share, dude.
I mean, there's situations where I feel like I almost have.
Okay.
Yeah,
what's the closest one then?
That's for one off the pod, I guess.
Huh?
I guess that's one for off the pod.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like where I just wanted to fucking unload on somebody?
Or just somebody's just like, I was 15 minutes into sleep. Some would say that you're approaching REM sleep. Some would say otherwise. I don't know. But I was just sleeping and I was so fucking pissed that this guy showed up to the place unknown, and that's why after he left I formulated this idea. I've been in situations at CVS pharmacy where I've wanted to fight elderly women. I can tell you plenty of times, but I've never wanted to draw. If you've gotten close to drawing, please, dude.
I can't.
No? Okay. All right,
no
dude.
freaking way. I can't incriminate myself like that.
You're not gonna incriminate yourself, dude. It's a podcast. We're just joking around. None of this is real. None of this is real. It's all exaggerated. By the way, I know you through what? What? I said that like a fucking... What? Yeah, I said that like I'm from Tennessee or some shit, dude.
I know you from where?
Yeah.
Over there? Shit.
You're too good at that.
God damn.
But yeah, I know you through working at the club, dude. And how long have you been there again?
About 2 years now.
Oh shit, I thought it was way longer than that because I consider you like an OG, so.
Yeah. Well, I've pretty much like, a lot of people have come and gone, so. I
know. I'm almost at 2 years and I feel like I've seen just in my department.
Then it must be like 2 and some change because I remember like looking back like on my memories on Instagram or something like that, and it was like just about pushing that. And I was like, damn.
Yeah,
it's really
it
been
time
that
flies
long.
there, dude.
Yeah.
It really does. I'll be
crazy.
honest. Like I said, I'm almost at 2, and I can't believe it. I can barely believe it's 1. Like it just weekend by weekend flies. But
Yeah, and I feel like we don't think like in days working there. It's like, all right,
it's like
this
months.
person's coming up, this person's coming up, this person's coming up.
That's
so it's
actually
like,
so accurate. It's kind of fucking with me right now because
we don't like call our weekend the weekend. We call it
this is our weekend.
Yeah.
Today is a Monday,
Yes.
and that's why it's acceptable for me to be drinking beers at 1 p.m. or to start drinking like that. I don't know. Like some people are like, "What the fuck, dude?" And it's like that's.
And I respect it. And I
if you do or you don't, that's
if
fine.
I'm not at work, I'm normally not drinking an energy drink at 7:00.
Yeah, why are you then? You just wanted to bring the energy.
Feeling the vibe, the blue and the blue.
Yeah.
You know?
You wanted to match
your
the
energy in
fucking
a different
BL. Hell yeah, dude. I remember I was talking to you the other night. And you were telling me, I forgot how it even came up, but you were like, you lived in many places, right?
Yeah,
Or you
I wouldn't
like,
say like established there. I would say like I've stayed places for a while.
what was the best or worst one? And why? Sorry, what was the best place that you lived at?
I'd say the best place I lived at, probably, and I probably won't say this now, given this current state of the place, but the best place I lived in was probably Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Like, and that was back in like, I'd say when I was like 22, 21, 22.
Why? What was ill about Portland?
It was just a cool like vibe, like at the time.
Yeah.
Like it was just like not a lot of shit was going on. It wasn't like
You ever thought about joining Antifa back then?
No. And all that shit was fucking crazy too. Like living like in downtown Portland with like all the protests and shit. I was just like looking out my window, seeing all that shit. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that would make me not want to live there, dude. I'll be
go.
honest. Yeah, that would. I don't know. That shit was weird. I mean, it happened here in LA,
Yeah.
so that was weird as fuck. But, and then what was the worst place?
Probably Toller, Texas.
Toller?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Exactly. It's like the population I think is like still in the hundreds. I could be wrong, but when I lived there it was like I was like 20.
What brought you there, real
Or-
quick? What brought you to Toller, Texas, at age 24?
So I lived in Irvine for a while. I was like seeing this dude or whatever, and I lived in Irvine at the time. I was also working at Disneyland, and we broke up or whatever, and I was just like, and my best friend's like, come live here. I'm like, fuck it, whatever.
Your
Like,
best friend lived there?
yeah, she lived there. Well, she did live in Dallas, and then she had like whatever. It's like way cheaper to live where she lived.
Sure.
So she moved there, which wasn't too far out from Dallas, so it's not like deprived area.
Yeah, I mean, bumfuck. It sounds like kind of bumfuck.
Yeah, it was
nowhere.
like 3 stop signs and train track going through it, and a gas station, and a post office.
I want to ask what you did there, but it sounds like nothing.
No, and like getting any type of like weed or anything like that was
Impossible.
damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Like you just get like straight compound brick Reggie weed.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, not good.
Flavorful.
Not
The
yeah,
best,
dog
dude.
shit,
Yeah.
dog shit. But everyone just drank out there.
Well, yeah.
And
No,
did, like,
there's nothing to do. That's
heavy drugs, like heavy drugs. I was just like terrified of that shit.
yeah. No shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that? I mentioned it earlier. Have you seen the Painkillers documentary?
No,
or
but
you're-
it's like number 1 on my
Oh, really?
recommend list. Yeah.
Damn, dude. It's
'Cause I
fucking.
watch all that shit, like freaking Incarcerated and like
See, dude, that freaks me out when people do. When people obsess over that shit and they love like serial killer shit, they love intervention, they love jail, they love like 90 days behind bars or whatever. That shit creeps me out. Why do you want to be? And it's especially when it's mostly women.
right. No,
It's
I do,
mostly
yeah,
women. Like
I would agree with
like
that.
I-
There's like
okay,
a lot
thank
of
you. Like
women-based podcasts about that stuff.
There's what?
Like a lot of women-based podcasts like about that stuff.
Yes.
So
You can look at any there's like 7,000 websites that have rankings of the biggest podcasts. All of them have murder mystery or whatever the fuck. That's weird to me, dude.
Yeah, that's not like.
I'm not saying you were like this.
No. I don't like listen to like the podcasts and stuff like that.
Okay.
If anything, I'm just throwing on like.
There are still
whatever,
people that want to like have another Gabby Petito incident just so they
I
can.
know. Well, it's like almost romanticized. Like.
Oh yes.
It's really
talking my language.
Yeah,
yes.
It's very weird. Like the chicks that like write to serial killers in prison and like want to try to marry
obviously
them
they're
and stuff.
fucked up people, but
like, goddamn.
I'm just saying the people that like their media or it's their entertainment. That's like their go-to entertainment is to hear.
They go to sleep
I used to have a bit about this, and now maybe I should bring it back. But like it's bring it back. What am I? Beat the shit out of myself. But like, yeah, like you'll be at some chick will be at a desk job just doing her shit, and she'll be like, yeah, she was severed at the vagina.
Her arms were cut off.
Yeah, and then she's just all like, oh yeah, it's a good day, dude. It's Tuesday morning. Yeah, dude, like that's not healthy to me. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist or therapist or whatever, but that's weird. That is weird. Dudes will listen to a gambling podcast or like some nonsensical shit,
and they have a problem. It's like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you listening?
They're hurting
to that?
themselves with that. This, I feel like they get info that is like,
yeah, it does something. It's
not gonna be productive in your life, I don't think, dude. But
I mean, unless it's to like get out of something, like a scary situation, like you're gaining knowledge from that, like thinking how somebody thinks and how you can get out of that. But like just to like listen to that, just to be like, oh my God, like
I think that's going full circle with OJ. I brought up OJ earlier. OJ. It's like he maybe was the first guy that made it like mainstream, like the serial, or not serial killing, but like, no, he's not. What am I saying? There's been guys way before him, all those dudes. But anyway, this was the first sort of series or like type of show that falls under that category in my eyes that I watched. And I fucking watched this is a whole other thing that documentaries don't need to be fucking 6 hours.
Oh, no,
you can cut them down to 2.5 max. But anyway, series about the OxyContin fucking epidemic that like took over, and how like people are addicted to fentanyl and heroin now and all this shit. And like, that shit blew my mind. I mentioned gambling a minute ago, and I feel like, could be wrong, this is just my opinion, I feel like that could be like the next kind of problem, like huge problem with like the younger kids.
Oh yeah.
Obviously the vapes are a big deal. They're loving the fucking nicotine and shit, but like what can really destroy your fucking life, like not just financially, but like this series demonstrates how being like, I don't know, I've known drug addicts, like they don't just destroy their lives, they destroy the lives around them. Absolutely. And like that's what like this, it paints that picture. And like I feel like gambling is the next thing, dude. It's like pushed so heavily now, which is
like in the like little kids.
That's stuff. What I'm saying.
Like, the games and like all these things are like geared towards gambling. Like
it's like gathering coins, and then once you're sick of the coins, let's turn that into cash. Like there are kids.
And then what happens when they lose? They freak the fuck out. The world is over.
I mean, yeah,
they're ready to go. Freaking
their world is over. It's like they were on Wall Street. But like I think of I've seen on, because I'm a business major. I haven't been to school in a while, but like that's what I studied for a long time, and like I follow some of that shit still just because it interests me. And there are young kids that are millionaires.
Yeah.
But
it's like, how long is that going to last?
I don't know. That's not my concern. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, dude, you give like kids are making that much money off gambling, or I'm mostly following like investors, but like some people say they're one and the same. I don't agree, but I'm just saying the next thing, dude, if you can't set up a Robinhood account, I know dudes that were able to access the black market, and I can't remember the name right now, but plug, if you're listening to this, you definitely know. Not Arrowhead, whatever, but like I remember being 15, 16 and being able to you can buy an Uzi and they'll mail it to you.
Yeah.
We weren't idiots back then.
Yeah.
The kids are just getting smarter with technology.
Right.
I don't know why I'm like fired up about this, because I think I got in an argument with my boy last night, because he's like, he likes to gamble, and I'm like, dude, this is gonna like fuck up kids, dude. Like, this is gonna just, he's like, oh, it's illegal in California, like, why do you care? And I'm like, well, dude, watch it not be. Like, that pain, this fucking show fucked me up, dude. I'm like, damn, they're really big issues, dude.
I gotta
Like,
start watching it because that's like right up my alley.
it's mad depressing, dude, but it's also mad informative.
Yeah.
Okay, which I guess it did what it's supposed to do, but like, man, I don't know. Have you ever have you known anybody that's had like issues with either of those things? Like,
Yeah, drugs, big time. Yeah.
I like to joke about it a lot, but because
Yeah.
it's like it almost everybody, dude, has somebody in their
yeah.
life that's gone through a severe addiction with something like that, and it's wild, dude. Like,
It is, and it's like it's crazy because you can't. It all comes back to that corny like saying, you can't help people who don't want to be helped. It's like it has to come with them first. So it's like, how much do you give before they just keep taking and taking and taking?
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like those kind of like documentaries and stuff like that are like really eye-opening. Like especially like I like intervention because like I feel like I've kind of like experienced some of that in life.
really.
Yeah, so it's not like
That shit scares me, man.
yeah,
I don't
so
want to
it's like,
know that there
and
are
it's
people
good
that,
to see that like also like if they're gonna like monopolize off of these people's like addictions and stuff like that, at least that they're seeking help for their family members as well. Because it's like
no one cares
dealing-
that much. No one
dealing
cares.
with, like like any type of addict is fucking nuts.
I know.
It's
Yeah,
nuts.
yeah, I
It's
know.
like more power to the people who give like every single day to somebody with addiction because I did for many, many years, and it's like
Damn, don't bring this fucking. Okay, damn. Okay, yeah.
Sorry,
No,
dude,
no, it's
but-
okay. But like, no, I know. I was just wondering if you like know about. Yeah,
Yeah.
that it sucks, dude. It
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
sucks, dude.
like
Like,
gambling, probably not too much, but again, you don't know.
that's just
The
my
person
fear.
sitting next to you could be like, I just took a second mortgage out on my house and nobody knows, like kind of
Yeah,
thing.
they don't have the scratches of a meth head, or they don't have the fucking marks. Like, by the way, I don't know if the camera will pick this up, probably not, but I've been asked in the past 2 weeks like 3 times if I'm stable because of dice.
Oh yeah, dude, I have like scars, like deep scars on my arms and stuff from my cat.
I got a dog 2 weeks ago.
So fucking cute.
He's a puppy. He's like around 10 to 12 months. Dice. We adopted him, and he's just been he gnaws the fuck out of my arms. And people have asked. I've been asked if I won the fight. Somebody asked me that. Like, did you win that fight? And I was like, what? And they're like, your arms. And I'm like, dude, I got a
See
puppy.
The other guy,
Yeah, dude. No, the other guy rules, dude. Shout out Dice, dude. He's the
Dice.
fucking man.
sweet boy.
You know Dice Clay, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fucking badass. That's why it goes with that, and also his appearance. So he's the man. He'll make an appearance on the pod someday. Tonight he unfortunately couldn't, but he will be on.
He's got good spots. Good spots.
Dude, talk to me about you though, dude. Like, I feel like I've been going on, dude. What's up with you, dude? Like, you said you're moving soon? Like, what's going on, bro?
Just yeah, waiting for kind of like big things to happen in the next couple months.
Big things. I'm gonna cut you off there. We talked about this, not really at the club, but I was talking about it. I've been off the nog. I've been off the porn like over 100 days now.
Dude, proud of you.
Thank you.
That's actually fucking awesome.
Yes, just not watching D&V is what I call it. None of that. Anything else, I'm watching that, but none of the or in the mouth. I don't like that shit, dude. I'm off that, dude. I'm off that for now. At least for now, I'm off that. And I have stumbled upon things that I have not wanted to see, and I've paid the price of not watching just quote unquote normal porn and just seeing people doing things to their body, women doing things to their bodies that I did not want to see. And it's because of Reddit. Are you familiar with that?
I am unfortunately familiar with Reddit. Yes.
I love Reddit. Reddit gets hate, okay? And you can shit on me, but let me stand for 1 second on Reddit. For many years, I would just hear of it and think it was corny. I thought it was gay. I thought it was stupid. I didn't understand it, so I just ignored it. The last blogging site I knew of was Tumblr, and I fucked with Tumblr.
Yeah.
Stopped fucking with Tumblr after high school because I felt like I outgrew that. I was like, that's when I move on to Instagram. Or not move on, but it's whatever. That's back in the day. I'm not going to be fucking reposting girls sipping lean in their bras. Like, that's not what I'm doing anymore. Exactly. Yes. Shout out Joe Dean. You're still my girl, dude. I hit you up, but you haven't hit me back up lately.
Got my boy Vic up.
Yeah, it's a very interesting scenario. But what's it called? I was talking about the nog. I've seen, and I was gonna ask you the other, do you know about these gigantic fucking dildos that are twice the size of our microphones compared, and that are shaped like a dragon's tail?
Yes.
You know about this?
Yes.
Why is that a thing?
Yeah. It's not. It's like
no, it is, dude.
No, it is like
it is a big thing.
I know it is. I know it is. But I'm gonna say this right now. Ain't no fucking way. No fucking way.
I'm not saying it about you.
No. There's no fucking way any female on earth isn't doing that strictly for a bag. Because there's no pleasure in that. There's no, you give birth out there. And that is the worst fucking thing in the world. That is the worst fucking thing in the world. You think something going back up there, that size of a human child, is gonna feel
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Think about that.
It's like a kid.
It's like you're shitting out a kid.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
And then, but it's like, no, there's no fucking way. There has to be a very intense disconnect, whether they are doped the fuck up.
No, dude, Linds, I will show you. I will show you, Linds. I will show you.
They are actors and actresses.
That's what I was about to say. They must be the best. No, they're actresses. I'm not seeing any of the actors, dude. I'm not watching any of the dude. If they look like me or they got if they can get their shit contorted, I'm not watching that shit or looking at that. I'm looking at GIFs of things that are that should not belong. They're bigger than that thing and that thing, and they don't belong, I think, in a human being.
Correct.
And what scared me is, God, this is a whole, it seems
bad. That's bad.
This is an epidemic, Linds. This is like the gambling epidemic.
Shut it the fuck down. This needs to stop. People are going to die. We're going to lose soldiers out there. So much potential.
Can that damage your fucking shit?
What happened?
Can that damage your,
absolutely. I mean, again, if
that rules,
you can get
that rules.
Shit damage while giving birth, imagine that. There's no fucking way.
So what scared me, what I got just fired up about and almost really spazzed, was that I saw a clip of a woman doing it, and she was doing it with a setup that's way better than this, like a beautiful production studio that had rows. And just as if you were a very established collegiate coach, she had rows and rows of these gigantic I'm gonna call them things because they're not dildos. They're objects. And she would be sitting on one, and she would be showing off the rest of her collection.
You want to know what paid for that nice production?
Creeps.
What she's doing.
Yeah, but creeps paid for it. But
that's a bag, and
But what's the bag there? That's why I'm saying
it has to be an astonishing amount of money. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
That girl then deserves to be an Oscar nominee. They should have that ability.
Deserves Secret Service protection. That's somebody that needs to be protected because that is not a human being. That's something that's walking the earth. The Greys that they're talking about. That's
The
probably
aliens? No, dude. It's a thing, dude. Lance,
sure
I'm gonna show you it. I'm
is.
going to show you. It's a thing. Like, it's a
No,
big.
because I've seen that. Like, and there's no fucking way.
I think girls get
no-
off on it. I'll be honest, but that's not the argument. It's not that's not the debate. Rather, it's. I didn't think it was that popularized, and I've been, like I said, going off the nog, and I'm seeing that type of shit, and it doesn't please me, dude. It upsets me.
No,
I don't.
that upsets me
It makes
as a woman.
it makes it seem unnatural. Like, it's not. It doesn't seem natural to me, and I don't like that.
There's nothing natural about
Like,
that.
why can't you just do a normal, like, dude, if a dildo was twice the size of this pen right here, or thrice the size of it, that's fine for me. And I'm not saying that a dick should look like that. I'm just saying it shouldn't look like the tail of a dragon.
Yeah.
And they have these insane names. I'm airing myself out so bad right now.
You put yourself on blast.
I know. It is what it is. That's what you do when you have a podcast, though. You
Yeah.
just air out your dirty laundry. I've said it 1,000 times. You just embarrass yourself and try to make people laugh and exaggerate. You just do what you do, dude. It is what it is.
That's not normal.
Yeah, but is pegging normal? You love that shit. Thank you.
There's your coaster. I think that's like, that's not
That's
for
on the. I
everybody.
feel like that's on the similar wavelength, to be honest.
That's not for everybody though.
Yeah.
You know, and
Sure.
you definitely need to find the right person that's comfortable doing that, and you got to find the right person that's comfortable.
I mean,
receiving
doing that, dude. The person receiving it. Have you seen Pulp Fiction?
Well, yeah. Well, usually, you know, guys won't say that they're into it. Like, unless the girl's like, "Hey, can I?" And then he's like, "Yeah, fuck, I thought you never asked," kind of thing. Or unless it's like a
See, I
mutual
wouldn't think
thing.
it goes down that way. I would think the guy brings it up.
You think?
Yeah, I would. I think it would take so much balls from a girl to be like, "Can I insert something in your ass?" And then for the guy to be like, "Yeah, dude, I've been fucking waiting for that moment, dude. Thank Christ you asked." I think it would be more like the dude like trying to subliminally like be like, "Yo, dude,
Drop some hints.
yes."
Yeah.
And be, or at least that's what I would think. I don't know. I'm not every dude, like you said, not for everybody.
Yeah, it's
I would
definitely not for
imagine
everybody.
a dude would be like, yeah.
Then I think even when people talk about it, like in social settings or something like that, they're just like, "Oh my god, that's
What
fucking
social
terrible."
settings are you around where they're talking about? We've been in them. What am I saying? Yeah, we've shared
I
them.
work at the club, so you know.
Also playing pool. I
Dude.
remember we talked. Yeah, whatever.
All the yeah, man. I mean, the things that are talked about at work are just wild. So it's like if I like just had like a camera like and just like vlogged a whole day at work, it's like what in the actual fuck? It's
Yeah. Yeah. You've been. Yeah. I have like 3 things I want to say. First, I wanted to say you brought. Yeah, the work is insane. Shout out to a possible listener who said that I had Christine on to show her cleavage. So thank you for doing that, showing that that's why I had you on. But yeah, we'll just keep it at that. Shout out. But no,
Christine.
yeah, Christine
I love
rules.
you.
Yeah, I saw somebody spaz yesterday at the club.
Oh.
And it was like one of the, like I like you said, if you had a GoPro, is that what you said?
Yeah. Like
I was
this little
imagining
camera.
because okay, we're talking about algorithms and TikTok. I've been seeing shout out Johnny Hamcheck. I mean, he already has a following, doesn't need my shout out. He's a dude that I don't know if you've seen him, man, but he goes up to construction sites and just pretends that he has to drop off something there and completely improvs it. And he will have the whole site of 30 to 40 men believe that he's there to drop off 6-foot cables, and he just says names of people that are the boss and claims to be the project manager, and for 3 minutes he will engage in this and successfully enter projects. And that's insane. So I've thought about what if I had glasses on at some moments at the job and been like, and were like people see from my perspective
Yeah.
the weirdest shit, the most random shit. Like there was a dude that asked me the other night before a show. He was like, hey man, are bags allowed in? And he had a carry on, like the like popularized like European style, fucking, I don't even know what they're called, dude. Fucking gay to me, dude, because I'm straight as hell. I would never wear that shit, dude. But whatever, that thing, that crossover thing. And he was like, hey, are these allowed in? I was like, yeah, we just gotta like take a peek inside and make sure there's nothing illegal in there. And he's like, what would that be? And I was like, well, like any kind of explosives, firearms, drugs, anything like that. And he's like, okay. Like he calculated
He's
it.
like, did I leave my...
Yeah, he's like, is my pistol in here right now? Like, and I was like,
I left the grenade in the car.
dude, and yeah, and like when I said that, like I was taken back by the question because it's like, what do you think is illegal, bro?
Yeah. What?
Like,
what would you normally not be able
Oh,
to
my
bring
RPG,
in?
I can't bring it in? Oh, damn,
But
dude.
you didn't have a sign outside specifically stating which firearms I couldn't bring in.
I was like, whoa, okay. If you don't know what's illegal in a public setting, I'll explain it to you, dude, real quick. But
so odd.
Yeah.
An adult too.
yeah, grown ass
Crazy.
man asking me that with a satchel on. Satchel, that's what it's called.
I
There
was
it is.
gonna call it a satchel, but I didn't know if it was like
It's the
like one of those
crossbody thing. They're big in Europe. They were big in Europe a decade ago. They made it here a few years ago. Europe's always 10 years ahead of us. I've been saying that. I already know, dude.
And people have been taking like fanny packs and putting them across. It's kind of like a
Same shit.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing. The Supreme made that.
We're just working our way up.
Yeah, it's the same fucking thing, dude. But yeah, that's just, yeah, I nights there, I don't want to just focus on the club because it is a big part of our lives, but like, yeah, it is wild working there.
Stories.
Yeah, for
Lots
definitely.
of stories. Lots of interesting shit. What's your craziest experience since working there?
Oh man.
Like one that sticks out. It's like, what the fuck? Like what a night.
It's actually pretty recently. Two dudes wanted to fight each other over protecting another one of our staff members. I guess you weren't there that night,
Cute.
but basically, I've been okay. Fuck, this is a loaded question because I've been very pissed off at people. I feel like I'm a pretty chill dude. I feel like I'm a pretty laid back guy.
Yeah,
I don't try to get
That's how
mad.
I'd describe you.
Okay, like I try to joke around. Anytime I like now introduce myself to people, dude, and this may seem gay as fuck, but like especially like coworkers, I say, dude, if I say anything that's like you think I'm being like too serious, I'm joking. Like I'm definitely joking.
Yeah.
And if that bothers you, let me know. I won't do it anymore. Like I'm like that. And
Gotta pick and choose with some of them.
definitely, absolutely. And some people don't even understand humor, so that's another thing. So that you just whatever, and they'll be like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And I'm like, "Bro, nothing. It's all good. I didn't say anything.
We're fine.
I'm fucking with you, dude. It's all good." But there was one time, man, where some dude, Russell Peters' show, some dude was just standing along the wall, and I was like, "Hey, man, can I help you find your seat? Like, you just got to be seated during the show." And it was like in the middle of the show. It wasn't like at the beginning or the end. It's like in the middle of the show. And I was like, you got to be seated. You know, like, were you sat already, whatever? And he's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, I'm a door staff here. I work here. And he's like, "Yeah, but what's your name?" And I'm like, "I don't have to provide that for you. I'm just asking," like basically just being as like avoiding altercation by all means.
Neutral.
Yeah, just trying to be chill and be like, "Dude, please sit." And he was with a lady, I'm assuming his wife or whatever, and she the whole time just stood and was like this. And that happened so much at the club when a dude flips out and their girl is like,
Just like shut the fuck
like,
up.
and I feel bad sometimes for them, but at the same time, I'm like, this happens.
Yeah,
like, this
you
is
know
not
this
the first time. This is not the first time this dude has spazzed out over having to sit at a weird angle. Like, this is not normal. Like, you should know
They
this.
see them behind closed doors. They know how
Exactly.
they
Yeah,
act.
exactly. And when they act like that in public, it's like, dude, what the fuck,
Embarrassing.
dude? But this dude was like, he was like very demeaning to me and whatever. And I was just like, "I'm just trying to get you sat, man. It's just the policy of the club. That's all." And he's like, "You're like you're what, a minimum wage worker? You make nothing. Like, who's your boss? And I'm like, my boss is the manager of this club. And he was like, I'm going to tell him about you and let him know that you're worth nothing, that you shouldn't be working here anymore. And I was like, all right, man, you can do that. In the meantime, do you mind getting sat? And then ended up being a bunch of dork because he got fired up. I started to get a little bit fired up, and then we just ended up putting him in a seat, whatever. That was a weird situation because I've never had somebody that fucking entitled talk to me that way. It was just so disrespectful, and I had to like Zach. Oh fuck! One of the other guys heard. Zach doesn't mind. He's my boy. Mm-hmm. Zach was next to me, and he kind of saw, and he got pissed off. Like he like stepped up. Was like, yo, dude, you need to calm down, bro. Like that's why I appreciate some of like our guys. Like he was ready to knock this dude out if he touched me.
That's what I love about our team, dude.
Yeah, dude, it rules. But that's one of the weirder ones. And then another very weird one was recently another one of our bros, the homie Simon, was on the last episode. He won't care about this. He caught some girl recording, asked her to stop. She wouldn't stop. He was like, please stop. And the dude spazzed and was like, she heard you, man. Chill. She heard you. But he's like, she's not. She's still recording. Whatever. Some dude right behind him was like, yo, respect this dude. He's doing his job.
Yeah.
And they almost fought each other over it. It's just so, I mean, I love working at the club. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. But it is not for everybody. And you see some of the wildest shit, and it's just interesting, man. You see all of humanity in a weird way. You see all forms of life walk in there. We've had homeless people come in there. We've had people get proposed to on stage there. Like, it is literally everything that enters that. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm getting too deep, but it is interesting, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely. I have a lot of like core memories built in that place because I was just like, this would not have happened anywhere else, like nowhere else. Only
I wonder that. I'm like, this can't be only happening at this establishment.
Like when you get so many like fans, so many different fans of one person in the room, and they're all coming in at different levels of something, and you just like pack them in. And then something is bound to happen, especially with alcohol, prior drugs, prior alcohol, like anything prior
everything, control, dude. Literally prior everything. We
notice it as soon as it's in there. We keep an eye on it.
Prior accidentally bringing your firearm to the club, like literally illegal. Yeah, dude, everything, man. Wild. That is wild. What's it called, dude? You've been a sneakerhead, I've noticed. I feel like, I don't know if that's incorrect, but you always have pretty fly shoes, dude. When did you get into that, dog?
I'd say probably in high school.
Okay, I thought it was gonna start younger, because for most people it's like they're a kid and they're like, I got this crisp pair of shoes, I'm gonna always be in love with the shoes. Yeah. So what happened in high school? Did you see somebody with them, or you got some, or what?
Well, like my grandma, she was always the one to be like, let's go shopping. You gotta take your school shopping. Gotta take your
same. Yeah.
R.I.P. Grams. She was the best.
R.I.P.
Yeah, she just kind of like always. She's like, okay, get whatever shoes you want. And I was like, fuck yeah. You know,
that rules.
Like, I felt like my mom was always like, oh, I picked you these up, or I picked these up for you.
Yeah. I think you would like these. And you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, I don't, though. Right? These are from JCPenney. Yeah. Okay. That's awesome.
Grams would take me to the mall, and we just, like, go out.
That's where, okay.
It started, like, me getting, like skate shoes. Like, I love skate shoes. Yeah, skate shoes. First.
So like, do you remember the first pair? Like, I don't even know what era you're talking. You said high school.
Like, well,
what was Etnies?
I would say skate shoes started in like middle school, because that's where like I stuck with like skate shoes. Because like also like my older brother was a skater, or is a skater, so I would always like, he would get free shoes and stuff like that.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So I would always found those like the most comfortable, and then I started to go to like buying like Jordans or Nikes and stuff when I went into high school.
Yeah, it's always funny,
And I was
dude.
able to make some of my own money too.
Yeah.
Spending that whole entire paycheck on just a pair of shoes is just
Yeah,
no
I
control.
I remember when I was able to access decent money in
Yeah,
high
it
school,
changes
and
it.
shoes was like a priority. And it's funny, dude, because like people like this I might rant for a second, but like people really shit on comics that like shoes, and it's like an LA thing. I don't know if you noticed that, but like a lot of comics that come up to the club or whatever, and other clubs in LA, they like shoes, and
Oh
like
yeah, I
comics from
always notice them too.
okay, so comics elsewhere shit on that. They call them sneaker comics. They think that they just want to be like prestige and show
Yeah.
like they can afford the $1,200 rare dunks.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, dude, they just like that shit. And I
Yeah.
think that's a big like SoCal thing. I don't know if I'm wrong. All my boys love shoes.
Yeah.
They all come from different like what's it called? I wanted to say forms of life, but like different backgrounds, different financial situation. They just like shoes, dude. Like
Yeah.
I don't think that's weird to like. And I was gonna say why you're like when your first time was. Mine was my uncle got me a pair of white Air Force Ones,
Oh hell yeah. I had
and he
those
was
too.
like, "These are my favorite shoes," and I was like, "These are now my favorite shoes."
Hell yeah.
Absolutely gonna be my favorite, and I've probably owned over 20 pairs since
Yep.
that first pair. And I don't know, it just sticks with you. Like
You feel
ran.
comfortable like running through those too.
Oh,
Like
dude,
you know it's a
no,
shoe.
yeah. I'm like, I know I'm gonna have
Yeah.
another pair
Yep.
as soon as I want and whenever I want, because this is
Exactly.
my shoe, dude. Like, I don't know. So I try to like not wear nice shoes on stage
Yeah.
because I don't want to be considered that. But I'll do like basic Nikes pretty much. Dude, I was so nervous when I like first started out. I just did black work shoes.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
The ones that
Oh,
you
really?
Yeah, yeah. Because that's when I first know. I was like, oh okay.
They
I
were
see.
just the black court visions. Like they
Yeah.
look like work shoes.
Yep.
And I was like, don't look at my feet at all. And I mostly wear black on stage,
Yeah.
like black pants. And I was like, I don't want you to see my feet. I don't want you to consider me as one of those guys. But now I'm like, dude, I'll wear what I want. Like,
Dude, and even like the more like famous comics, like Mark Norman, he wears just Air Max 90s.
yeah,
Like they're not
yeah.
like super expensive shoes.
No, they're just
Like-
like normal Nikes. Like
Yeah.
I like normal Nikes. I like normal Jordans. I wouldn't spend more than like 120, 150 bucks on a
Yeah.
pair of shoes.
No, that's where I'm at right now.
So no, that's where I've always been, and I think
Yeah, I
I'll
was
stand by
not
that. Really?
Yeah, no. I think like a lot of the shoes, like especially like when I moved from Arizona to California, I got rid of a lot of my shoes because my shoe is like I wear a 6.5. So that's like a prime shoe for like a high value Nike, like a Jordan or anything like that.
I bought
So the
women's
price-
Jordans.
Yeah, so the price like at that size is going to be way more than it would be at like a 9
Yeah,
or
it's
a
higher
10.
demand. Yeah.
So that's where I got like a shit ton of money before I left Arizona. So I sold a lot of my shoes, but I still got a good portion. I'm still happy with my collection. I'm adding here and there,
Hell yeah, dude.
but I think, Boss Man's got the best collection.
Oh yeah, he does.
For sure.
He'll drop shoes I still I've never seen him wear.
He showed me ones the other day. I was like, "What are those?" And he's like, "Oh, these are the blah 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 blah." I'm like, "What?" I was like,
Yeah.
"How long have those been out? I've never even seen those." What the hell? But he's like into those like, the fun-
Collabs,
yeah,
the like
fun
rare
stuff.
collabs. Yeah. I know. I have a
I
boy
like
that's
the-
into that too. He's obsessed with all the dunk collabs, all of them.
I'm
He
like,
like
"Oh, what are those today?" The, SpongeBob SquarePants on us.
literally last night my boy was here and showed me the Powerpuff Girls collab.
Oh hell yeah, though. I
Yeah,
know
or
shit
Powder
like that.
Puff. I said, me and him got in an argument if it was Powder or Power, and I thought I was like, dude, it's Powder Puff Girls, and that's what it is. So they have like dunks coming out, and they're gonna be insanely expensive.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, dude, no. And he was like, would you wear these? And I was like, no, man, like I can't. Like it would only on a special occasion, but like whatever. I don't know. I was just curious because I've always noticed your shoes, dude. Whenever we hung out, and I was like, hell yes, dude. Because I've gotten my sister nice kicks too, and she
Yeah.
likes them, dude.
That's the best. My man's always getting me new shoes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, he's too good to me. Love you, baby.
Good,
But
dude.
yeah. The last time, these are for my birthday.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
got my fun socks. eyes, booty, and dollar bills.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yep. Yep.
But dude,
Chilling.
what's going on with you, dude? Talk to me about you, dude. What's up?
Next couple of months are gonna be busy. Got a lot of time off of work, so you guys
Oh, you
probably
do?
won't be seeing me. Yeah.
Okay, why? What's going on?
Next week I got Vegas. Gonna go
Rage.
meet with my mans halfway, do a
Nice.
little reunion
Nice.
before we fly out to Kansas and bring him back over here.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, the
Moving
big,
cross
big
country,
move.
dude. Yeah, that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? That just randomly, I mean, again, I want whatever. My sister, she's a few years younger than me. She mentioned to me the other day. Are you familiar with Barstool at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She knows that like she supports me a lot in comedy and stand up and all this shit. She rules. And she was like, "You should work for Barstool."
I could honestly, I see why she said that.
And it really threw me off. But why?
Because
What?
I feel like that whole like company, I guess, is made up of so many different personalities and so many different types of people that it's like it has branches of like you can go from strictly just like talking girl shit, blah blah blah, gossip to literally talking about sports or talking about guy
Gambling.
stuff, talking about anything in between. It's
Yeah,
like
they
a
have.
literal, it's a barstool is like the trunk of the tree, and then it has all these different branches of things.
That was very wise how you put that.
Yeah. So like
Yeah, when she
it's
said
not
that, I
just
was like,
Dave
why do you
Portnoy.
think that I belonged there? Like, I was like, that's, you know how hard of a job that it is to get there. And like, that's also in
You'd be
freaking,
surprised though.
no, I
You
don't
hear
know.
how
Cause
like a lot of these people get started and it's just like doing this.
I know. It
you
is.
know?
It is like, I'm not saying it's out of the question, but when she first said it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you need to be like already pretty established, I feel like, to do that. But like, I mean, I don't know. The more that I've been thinking about it, I'd be like, it would rule. That would be sick to do that. But like, also, what would I do there? I don't know what I would do.
Well, you know, and like look at how many like door hosts have turned into like big huge comics. Like that's
A lot
where they
of
started
them.
off, and all their in betweens have been like things like that.
Random gigs for fucking an AOL show.
Yeah,
Like,
like I just found out. Like I was listening to Bad Friends today. Like Santino was a soccer coach for like Will Ferrell's son.
what?
Exactly.
Is that the one with Compton and Will Compton and Lalon?
Yeah.
They're Barstool
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. See, exactly. So it's like it could be sports. It could.
Did he say he was doing that while he was doing
Yeah, when he
stand up?
first moved to LA, when he was doing stand up, he was like, his friend was like,
He
"Hey, I
doesn't
got
know
this
shit
gig."
about soccer. What the fuck?
Exactly. That's exactly what he said. Because they played Two Truths and a Lie, which was fucking hilarious.
Was
Like,
that
the
a good
whole thing was-
episode?
Oh, it was really good.
Okay,
Yeah, you
I'll
should
watch
definitely-
that. Yeah, I haven't watched Bad Friends in a while.
That's a good one.
No, I know. I love those guys, but I don't know. I just haven't paid it. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm on and off with like podcasts and stuff. Like I'd rather just like listen to them on the drive to like work or something like that. But like I get too distracted when I'm like actually watching it. I'm like constantly looking down,
So, dude, that's why I think like a lot of people. I almost said this to you earlier, and like you can definitely vouch for it. Like I feel like every few years there's a different wave of some form of ailment rather that like is trendy or popular.
Cool to have.
Yes, to brag about.
Yeah, the attention grabbers.
Lil Peep, XXX, whatever. I'm not gonna try to do his whole name. X, whatever. Depression era, like that was big, dude. And then there was like the drug era as well, like being addicted to drugs, and then like having. I feel like recently also it was like ADHD, and then now it's like autism, like claiming all those things. Like
Well, ADHD is also like a form of autism. It's definitely on the spectrum.
So that's the thing. I don't know enough about that stuff, but I always just hear people or see online people claiming all these things, and I don't know if that's real or not. Like in real life, I don't encounter it that much.
Yeah.
You said you like listen to pods when you're driving or whenever you got a minute. Dude, I listen to pods almost like for like
All
most of my day.
Yeah.
Like that's why I
I'll
said
have
to
one
you,
in like my ear, you know,
that's
kind
why
of just like to stabilize me. I think because I need like that extra like background to like slightly distract me, but to still keep
well,
me focused.
that's the thing. I fucking lock in.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to know what, and if I miss something, I rewind. I want to be like, what did they just say right now, and
Yeah,
why
if I
did
miss
they?
something, I'm like, oh well, I guess I'll never find out.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, dude. Like, I don't. That's like, because everybody's like, oh, dude, he likes planes. Oh, he's autistic. It's like, no, dude, you can enjoy something. Like,
Yes.
I like UFC. I like sport. Like, it doesn't mean that I have, like you said, on the spectrum. I don't even really know how you would define that. I'm not a medical professional, so like I wouldn't even try. But like, I know that I do have that. I would say obsession. I don't know if that's what it is, but like
OCD tendencies. And it's not
kinda
just like it's not just like, you know, like touching something 8 times before you exit a room. It's like a lot
like
of people
making
think
sure the
that.
temperature was
Yeah, or
77
just like
degrees
having
before you
those
got
like
here.
yeah, like having those like obsessive like things that you do.
Thoughts. Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be like not like a thing that you do, but it could be any type of thing.
I just never thought of myself under falling under any of those categories or anything. But the only thing that I think would make sense is that I just listen to podcasts for like from the minute I wake up until about an hour until I fall asleep, just throughout my day, whatever I'm doing. And I am paying attention to them for the most part.
Yeah.
Since I got fucking Dice Man, it's been hard because I have to focus on him, give him a lot of attention, which real quick, this is perfect. And we'll wrap up in a little bit, but like everybody says, I want your opinion on this. Everybody's like, oh yeah, getting a dog is like just having a kid. Where do you stand on that? Or get a dog before you have a kid. It's the same thing.
It's easier to have a dog, I think, for sure.
But like how does that make you feel? Does that get you pissed off or like what?
I think it's like
As a
that
mother.
cute little bliss that people hold on to. Like, you know, like I don't have a kid right now, but this dog will suffice. You
Fill
know?
that kind of
it's
like
something to fill, 'cause
replacement.
it is something that you are taking care of, and it is a big responsibility. But in no way is it like taking care of a human life. Like it is a life, yes.
Okay.
But there are like so much more to taking care of like a human child versus like a dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know.
But do you
And especially a dog that you can get like trained and have boundaries with and stuff like that, so they know like.
do you see the correlations at least? Actually, hold on real
little
quick.
bit.
Do you mind grabbing me a BL?
Oh, I got you.
You do see the correlations though.
Yeah. But as
Okay.
it being like a huge responsibility that, but also, you know, if you like your dog accidentally like gets out or something like that, you're like, all right, we're gonna go look for the dog. You're not calling the police and sending out like
That's a
an
great,
Amber Alert. You
great
know, like,
analogy. Yeah.
you know, we'll drive around and look for the dog. It's
Yeah.
like no.
Let the neighbors
Yeah,
know. Hey,
but-
did you see
yeah.
him? Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
so
like
it's a lot
what the
different.
fuck, dude. Where's my
Like
life?
if your child,
Yeah.
like if my dog got out versus my child, I would be like, holy shit.
Because
like,
you have
it's
like
different.
raising a like you were like a. I hope okay.
I'm a person with a child.
Yeah, you're a person with a child.
I'm
No,
a
but I was
mom.
gonna say like one of the first things like and like this is when I realized you were cool was I talked to you one time. I hope you remember this, and I was literally intrigued. I was like, again, relating to your story on Insta, which it was like I don't know if it was a screenshot of text with your BM
Oh yes, I
or
remember.
your baby daddy or something like that, and then you like said like some shit, like not a paragraph but like a couple sentences, like something like I don't know, but along terms of like
Ass.
fuck this guy, like he
Yeah.
sucks, whatever. And I asked you, and I don't know if I asked you like immediately after that. I think I waited a little bit,
Yeah,
and I was like
I do remember this.
just wondering, why did you do that?
Yeah, I do remember.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And like
Do you remember what my answer was?
I think you kind of said like I'm not like super proud of it, like something. I don't know, not really. I actually
Can I tell you what my answer was?
yeah.
So I'm always open about like like especially like things like abusive relationships and stuff like that, because I feel like the more that I have spoken about it and I've been open about like my experiences with that kind of stuff, because I mean, I'm divorced. I was married for 5 years
Oh, I
to,
didn't even know that. You
yeah,
guys
I
were,
was
oh, you,
married for
okay.
5 years to a very narcissistic, manipulative person. And
Okay.
it definitely goes on into the family. So married the family as well, you know?
That's what they say.
So yeah, I found that since I've been like open with my experience, I've helped like a lot of people, a lot of close friends of mine be able to like have that courage or have that like, I don't deserve this kind of situation.
Is it because they were in similar situations, or
Yeah.
was it more of like a heads up, beware of this kind of like
I
activity?
guess both.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I see it in like a lot of healthy relationships that I see my close friends that are in very like, it seems very fun, cute, whatever, but it's like there's so many
No, I don't
levels.
think so.
So
That
many
is not,
levels. No, like you see like a happy couple, like you see like your friends that are like in a relationship together, they're good, like whatever. But you never know what goes on behind closed doors.
for
So
sure.
I've had definitely a lot of like women and men too reach out, because it's not just doesn't just stop at men being abusive. So it can definitely be anybody.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
And I will never stop outing that motherfucker. He deserves
I
all
respect,
the
I
smoke.
respect that you
All the
stand by
smoke.
it. I
Because it does,
definitely,
and it doesn't stop at me. It stops at the child that we created too.
sure.
So, I
That's
gotta be
probably
his
what
voice.
drives that.
Oh
Yeah,
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 sets
yeah.
my fucking, ooh,
Well, I don't
sets me
know. I
ablaze.
don't know because I'm not.
Yeah,
I can't even imagine. I'm not in any situation close to that.
yeah.
That's why I asked you that. And I tried to be. Hopefully, it came across as respectful because
No,
I
yeah,
was
and I
just.
appreciate you asking me that, because like a lot of people are like, but why would you ever like,
I was just
why?
curious. I
But
really
like
was like,
more like in a like, what are you trying to get out of this? I'm like, no, this is my story as I see it, and I'm allowed to tell it.
sure, of course,
Like,
yeah,
and I want to tell it as true as possible from facts and everything like that. Like, I'm not just gonna say shit to say shit. I want to
I
be
feel
good
like
with
that
it.
happens too much, man. People just feel like their opinion matters,
Yeah,
and
and it,
that's what bugs me is so many people just voice themselves as if other people care, or as
yeah,
if it will mean something, which is
exactly.
kind of corny. I think that's why I was like, and then you gave me that answer and you just gave it to me now, and that
And I think
makes a
that
lot
was
more
like, you
sense.
also asked me that, like, I think like in the very beginning of us,
Getting to know each other, yeah,
yeah,
that's why I wanted to be like kind of gauge you and be like
yeah,
because I don't know, I'm pretty private about
yeah,
my like personal life. I'm
right,
pretty private. I've always have been that way, whether it comes to relationships, family, issues, all that shit. I don't like for other people to know,
yeah,
even if they are my family.
yeah,
And like also I don't like carry myself like I want to share this story or I want to share this situation for your benefit or to help you. I'm
right.
more of a dick and I don't care. Figure it out on your fucking own and you live through it and do it. Like I don't know. I just keep away from a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
That's why when people are like I said when we were first getting to know each other, I wanted to see like why you were doing that.
right.
That's the only thing. Like because some people just be saying shit, dude.
Yeah, and that's
They're
like the
just
tacky
saying,
part of it is like, oh my God, what is going on?
dude. You know
Kind
like
of
what
thing. And
recent.
you were very new to like my story as well. So
Oh,
it
I
was
did. Yeah, I
like,
barely got to know you. Of
yeah, yeah,
course,
yeah.
yeah. Like
So
I still don't know everybody that I work with that well, you know. So
exactly.
like, of course, and I don't need to know those details, but I felt like we
And we
could talk.
accidentally find things out about each other at work all the fucking time. It's an odd world.
What was something you think you found out about me that was odd
Um,
or stood out?
I don't know. I've always like kind of like asked you, I think like I know I asked you like the other day, like what is like your favorite band? But I've always asked like what kind of music you
You
listen
do,
to.
yeah.
But like
That's
when I
like
found out it was like such a broad range, because like I mean, first meeting you, knowing nothing about you, maybe only knowing your name, like doom metal, like sludge, shit, I don't know.
No, go
Yeah.
on. I don't know any of that.
And like, I don't know. Just like,
I thought you were gonna say some country
and
shit.
it even surprised me more when I was like, yeah, you like the other day when I was like, one of our other coworkers was standing there, and it surprised me that he knew the bands that I was saying that I thought you listened to, because he does not look like he would be listening to no dudes, like none of that. Like he doesn't look like he'd be listening to Sleep or Electric Wizard or anything like that. So I was just like,
he
what
sent
the
me a
fuck?
Spotify link.
Dude, hell yeah, I have to see that.
I'm not gonna say his name because like that was his last text to me.
Yeah, his tilt throne. That's so sick.
Yeah, dude.
I love that.
He's
That's
the
what we were
fucking
talking
bro.
about yesterday or the other night.
Yeah, he's the bro. See, so like my music, yeah, it's just very broad.
Yeah.
I grew up. Oh, dude, like, not. I grew up listening to a wide variety because my mother is. I consider myself a first generation American because my mom was raised like a fucking complete immigrant, like fresh off.
Excuse me.
You're good. You could have done that into the mic.
I'll say excuse me to the camera because these people don't know.
You're good. You're good, Lance. You're good. But like she was from New York, so she knew hip hop. She knew like the electric scene. She knew like all electric. I don't even know if that makes sense, but all that shit. She knew everything, dude. And my pops is from overseas, and he has a completely different taste.
Yeah,
and like folk music, and like what, like he was like, Eminem, this is insane. He's talking so fucking fast. And like,
was mind blown.
I remember him like he fucked with Eminem because he was like, I respect this. I don't even know what he's saying, but this is wild. It rhymes, and it's like on a like that's, I don't know, like. So my point is I have a very wide range, and like I feel like in middle school through high school I was like a wigger. Like I was a complete wigger, dude. Like I know if you see me now, it does not look like that. I look like a Republican from fucking Georgia.
Posted like an older picture of yourself?
I recently did.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
and it was because I talked.
Big.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't know if I've shown.
It was like an older picture for sure. Like,
they have grills in.
I don't know, but it was just, I was like, damn.
Yeah, dude. I was a very different individual. I did very different things back then, and yeah, talked different, all that shit. But like, so that was hip hop, all underground hip hop, all that shit. That old school hip hop. Knew about every rapper you wish you knew about 3 years later, all that. And then it just turned into kind of like everything. Because like once you grow up, you're exposed to more shit. Right. And I just got exposed to more shit. And that's why I didn't have any accurate answer for you when you were like, what do you listen to? Yeah. And I feel like when we were in the car that one night, me, you, and another friend of ours, and I was just playing random shit. And she was like, and you guys were like, I feel like one of you said it. I don't know. I was pretty drunk. And you guys were like, you like this? And I was like, yeah. So I'm playing it.
Hell
like,
yeah.
like, the fuck? Like, yeah, that's why. Like,
I love that though.
Sludge metal. I don't know what the fuck that is, dude.
Dude, you gotta listen to what Homeboy sent you. You'll like it. Have you listened to it?
No, not yet. No diss, but no, I just haven't.
A few, and just like, that's the type of shit that will put me to sleep.
I don't listen to music to sleep though.
But it won't make you sleep. That's me.
What do you think it'll do to me?
Just make you vibe out. Like if you just like get real toasty and just vibe out, it's a sick ass feeling. I took like a 500 milligram edible.
Just vibe out, make you toasty. I took 500 mils or something.
Well, and then I went to go see Electric Wizard, which is like a fucking amazing band. I went to go see him. That shit hit, and I felt like I was being sucked through a portal, my guy. Like I was like, whoa.
That's the drugs,
dude. It was, and the music at the same. You're feeling the bass and just the zoom, zoom, just. Oh,
you just took an edible or any E or Molly involved?
No, just edible.
Yeah.
I told you I'm fucking afraid of drugs, man.
When did you tell me that?
Well, before this, I'm like, drugs scare me.
Did you dabble or you just never?
I used to, yeah. And it's scary, slippery slope.
Oh, that's why I slip.
And now in my mind, everything is fentanyl.
Yeah, that's why
everything.
that was the main reason I slipped out of my wigger phase.
Yeah, that
was
shit is
the Fent.
and the lean and all that. Xanax, yeah. It's a whole fucked up road. I'm glad I got out of it. Not many do.
Shout out KB Marley, my guy in the cartel in Mexico. I don't know what's up with you, but if you hear this, that'd be awesome. Yeah, no, that shit is insane. That's why you, again, going back, I guess not full circle, but yeah, that Painkillers documentary is fucking insane. It's all about, do you know about the Sackler family or anything about that? Okay, so that's the family that basically invented the Oxycontin and all that. And yeah, it's insane. Like, it's hard. You know, it's funny. I was listening to a podcast when do you know about the Murdoch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was listening to a podcast when that dropped, and I didn't even know about it at the time. I remember hearing about the Murdoch trials when I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what the fuck it was. I didn't give a shit. And I still really didn't until I heard some dude he said on a podcast that he DM'd a guy and was like, "You're a fucking scumbag piece of shit," and he was dead. And I thought that was fucking hilarious. So I was like, I need to check out this fucking series. Funny. Yeah. He was like, yeah, he DM'd him like, fuck you, dude.
For you motherfucker.
He watched one episode of it and he didn't die yet.
He said, drop the Addy. Like, let's fucking go, dude. I'm coming for your fucking neck.
Sent him, yeah, basically a death threat and was like, you fucking suck, dude. You should die. And he's like, oh, he's dead already. Never mind.
Delete. Tweet deleted.
I don't know, dude. But,
shit.
I don't even know why I brought the Murdoch shit. But yeah, no. Oh, the Sackler. It just, you learn about these the power some people have, and it's fucking insane, dude. It's just it's wild, dude. Like shit that you would never imagine. They always say it, or you see it in a movie or whatever the fuck, and it's like, no, that's real, dude.
Yeah.
Like they do give drugs to cops instead of give them money, and they have them hooked on the drugs so they don't arrest the people. It's like, what, dude? What? And then you look at Philly, dude, shout out the Birds, and like you go on down Kensington and there's people that look dead. You go down Sunset, there are people that look dead, and it's insane. It's literally from coast to coast. And I don't know, that shit's pisses me off, dude, because like I've had family and shit that's been affected by that, and it's whack, dude. I don't know.
Scary.
Yeah, I don't even know why I brought that up again, but I think I'm autistic because I love podcasts. I think that's the only thing that has me on that spectrum, is just because I listen to comedy podcasts nonstop to try to be funny and to learn how to be funnier.
Chase it. But would you even care enough to get like diagnosed if you could?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I brought that up because I thought I'm seeing so many people claim it and like be like, this is my personality. Yeah, they're like, this is who I am now. Yeah. I'm the autistic comic. I'm the guy has ADHD. I can't not do this during my set. It's like they really lean into it, and it's like, all right, man. Like, I didn't see this when I was like 22.
Right.
A few years later, everybody's got an ailment that they're just like.
Do you know AJ Wilkerson? He's been at the club before.
No, I don't.
He's like a autistic comic, and he's been with what's that guy? Shit, I forgot his name. I forgot who he came to the club with, but he's like a super he is an autistic comic. Like that is not just like his bit.
No, there is a good amount of them.
Like, yeah, he's funny as hell. Like
he works
with it and he goes with it, and like he's like actually.
Most of the ones that are true autists are great writers.
Yeah,
they're so focused on the right. No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking
I see
about
a lot of those ones like you were talking about. You know, try to be like, this is gonna be my whole entire thing. Like,
I guess because I started with normal people and then I got pissed at comics because comics do it a lot too. But like just normal people, everyday regular people have to be like, yeah, dude, I have this, and that's why I'm special to you. And it's like, okay, man, I didn't know that. Like I'm
gonna make this set the funniest thing you've ever seen.
No, again, normal people. I'm just saying normal people, and then comics too. Yeah, exactly. They'll be like, yeah, this is what my shtick is, and that's it. But like, dudes, I remember I don't want to shit on guys, but I don't want to do that.
Shit on guys.
No. I mean, I'm not at the level where it even matters, but still, I don't like doing that, man. Guys like to shit on are on my level, dude. I'll talk shit about them, and that's
Fuck
it.
yeah.
No, but I don't like to anyway, dude.
I'm down for some shit talking.
Yeah.
I love it.
Who have you been beefing with, dude? Anybody? Doesn't have to be somebody we mutually know.
No. Actually, no.
No?
For like the first time in a long time, I think
That's good. So BD's good.
Oh well, that's just that.
See
that
how
will
quickly that
never-
changed your eye.
Yeah,
I saw
that
your
will-
eyes just
God,
you're like they flickered.
that
They're
will
like
never fucking go
I shouldn't have
away.
even mentioned it.
No, until he's somewhere in the desert, they ain't gonna go away.
Dude, can I tell you something random that happened the other day? And tell me what you think about it.
Go for it.
I have like I said, I've almost fought multiple elderly women in the CVS, my local CVS parking lot, over parking, over them being dumb broads, multiple things. Them
I
just.
that the other day, actually. Now that you're bringing up the CVS parking lot.
I did tell you.
No, you're bringing up something for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to?
No, go.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay.
I was just like locked and load.
I have a good. They know me there.
Yeah.
I frequent there because I'm poor, so I pick up anything that I need or that I can afford from CVS mostly because they fucking got all of it, dude.
Yeah, here and
they
there's.
got the beers, they got the fucking
Frozen meatballs.
what did I get? I got a dog toy the other day. Like I got my cousin's water guns there recently. Like my little cousins, like they got it all. They'll have fucking the Italian biscottis or whatever. They got the shit. They got what I need if I need it. So I go there and they're right down the block. So they know me. And this one lady, she's like a Hispanic Ecuadorian. I think she's Ecuadorian. She asked me, she's like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch the fight. I got some of the homies coming over. We're just gonna drink some beers and hang out." And she's like, "Chito Vera's fighting. Chito Vera's fighting." She was like a huge fan of Chito Vera. And I was like, "I don't think so." Whatever. Long story short, we like engaged in like a respect for Chito Vera. Chito Vera won a fight a week ago. Okay. And it was at the club and I was just checking ESPN and I saw he won. And dude, tell me what you I called the CVS and I was like, "Yo, is Maria working?" And they were like, "Why are you asking?" And I was like, "Well, I just wanted to congratulate her on something." And and the person that was on the phone was like, "Please don't call asking about our employees. That's a breach of security and their personal safety." And I was like, "I am so sorry. I truly apologize. I just wanted to congratulate her on an event that occurred tonight. I will see her in person." What do you think about that?
So like I understand your like there was no malicious
I was
intent from
I
you.
was not intoxicated.
Yeah.
I was working, saw the update, thought of her, and was like,
That's so sweet though. Like there's no malicious intent whatsoever, but I guess coming from that corporate standpoint.
Of course.
Like, because
but is it weird? Was that weird?
no, I think that was,
Honestly, be honest, Linz. You can
Honestly,
tell me if that was
if you
weird.
guys have that like little connection, like I have the connection.
She knows like I'm a comic. Like
Yeah.
she know like she's very chill. Like she
Yeah.
always asks me what's up. Like
I have like a connection like that with the guys that over at the bodega down the street from my house.
I have the same with the liquor store next door.
Like every time I walk in, he's like, "Oh, he's
dude,
like, I got your drink."
I
for
have
you."
their phone, the owner's phone number.
Yeah, me too. He's the one that stocks these every flavor for me. And he told me he fired the last guy because he didn't bring my drinks. And there was literally a new shipping guy the next time because he ordered so many.
That's
and
fucking
they only brought, like,
respect
one
right
pack.
there.
And he's like, "No, he's a fucking idiot." He's like, "I got new guy. New guy brought me a bunch." And he's like, "All flavors for you." I'm like, I fucking love these motherfuckers.
That rules.
But yeah, dude. So no, I don't think that's weird
Okay.
at all. Because like I would like appreciate that like on a like a homie. Like, hey, like
Yeah.
we're not friends, but it's like what's up?
It was because like literally it was fresh in my head because we just spoke about it like a week or so prior, and then she was mistaken because she thought he was fighting that weekend and it was the following weekend. So I was like, my girl, like he fucking got it. He got the W. And like I don't know. And the way that she said it to me was, like you said, super corporate. Like, please don't ask about our employees. Please don't, you know, she said it's like a breach. I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I'm an asshole. I was like,
yeah, because you're thinking like the way you're thinking, not like from like, you're not thinking corporate.
I know. And then I thought too, like literally I hung up, I walked about 10 feet and I was like, what if they called my business of employment and was like, what's that dude with the mullet and a mustache? Is he working right now? I just want to talk to him.
Yeah.
What?
That would, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's why, but like,
it would be on the radio. It's like, what the hell?
And I saw her the other night when I picked up this 18 pack. Yeah, yesterday. I saw her yesterday, and I was like, just so you know, I called when she asked me first. She was like, "Oh, did you see the fight?" And I was like, "Yes."
Hell yeah.
I saw part of it, but just so you know, I called the night of the fight. And your manager answered, and I asked if you were present to congratulate you. And she reacted how a normal human being would.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, why? But also, I appreciate it. Yeah. She was like, oh, okay. Thank you. Like, and I was like, oh, fuck, man, I'm an idiot. Like, why did I do this? Like, why'd I even bring it up? She didn't even know about it. Like,
because there's like, I mean, and there's like people who like come back to the club that are like, hey, what? So I'm just like,
yeah,
not like, but I feel like there's still that little bit of establishment.
Well, when you work at a club, it's so much different than a pharmacy.
Yeah.
So
she's like, counting pills or something.
Well, because dude, I don't want to give too much about it, but there's like an elderly home close by, so most of their customers are like elderly people
breaking hips, stepping up curbs,
picking up their drugs. And then you got me, piece of shit. I'm going to pick up for like shows whenever we do like for the shows we used to do at previous locations. I would go and pick up like a 30 rack and just load it up and be like, yeah, we're doing a show tonight, and they'd be interested in it. So like that's why I was like, oh, I could tell her that I'm happy for her. And then it was like, oh, I just came off as a fucking creep, fucking stalker right now. Like, that is not what I wanted at all. I just enjoy you, Maria. You're a 48-year-old woman probably with gray hair. Like, it's making it worse. I'm like literally describing her. But
oh, sweet Maria.
No, yeah.
Vic's not a weirdo, I promise. He's an alright guy.
Thanks for looking into the camera when you said that.
Of course,
dude.
I mean it, you know? Shit. How's the BL treating you?
Pretty good. Real quick, I guess we'll wrap up soon. I think you're over it. I'm
not over it, man.
I think no,
I'm chilling.
Okay.
This is cool. I like just shooting the shit.
That's what we're doing, dude.
Yeah.
We're just chilling, riffing.
It's like what we do at work, but we're
exactly.
not interrupted.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking bathroom?
I was gonna say interrupted by other idiots, but when I asked when you said like the most interesting thing that you'd learned or whatever was like because I asked Gage this, and Gage is autistic. I believe that wholeheartedly.
I told him he should, because he's asked me a lot of questions, like obviously because I have experience with that stuff. So like he's asked me a lot of questions, and I'm just like, dude, you should absolutely just go get.
He won't care. Yeah. He's not going to change, I don't think.
No, and I don't think Gage. Nothing about it will change him.
No, I love Gage, but I
think if Gage was any other way, he would just be.
He rules. Yeah. Gage is the man, Gage and is the best. I think he's definitely different, and I've told him that, and he's like, yeah, I know.
He's definitely cool. He's big Uncle Gage, the little one. So.
I thought you were gonna say was when we both learned that we both have epilepsy.
Yes. Yes.
That is
That, well,
tight.
that too, you know, that was also something, and I didn't know if you were comfortable talking about that, but
No, I mean I don't really too often, just
yeah.
because it doesn't, like, I feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I just
Yeah.
don't really care. And then also I feel like it scares people. Like if you
Yeah.
tell somebody that, they're
Yeah.
like,
Oh my
whoa, I
God.
need to like look after you
No, I've
now, or like,
experienced that for a long time.
is this going to be a troubling situation? So I
Yeah.
just don't even, like, why bring it up? Like
Yeah.
that's
I
why.
think I kind of just like when that first like
See, that's us going, being like, yeah, dude, I got autism, I'm ADHD, dude. This is my thing, dude. I'm
we
fucking
got it all
epileptic, dude. Turn
loaded
off
up.
the lights, dude. I'm gonna
Dim the lights,
spaz.
please.
Yeah. No, but go
Change
ahead.
the colors. Can you make them flash?
Yeah, I was gonna say turn on flash mode, dude.
Yeah, when I think like I let like my close people know. Like boss man at work knows. Like people like where I spend the most of my time and where I'm around a lot of things that could, you know, play into that.
I think
I
I'm
think
1,000% with you on it.
yeah,
That's exactly
because
me.
that literally that's like something that I was very like open about, especially with management, because I was like, if anything happens to me here, I need somebody to be able to like be like, I kind of have basic knowledge of what I need to do if
Oh,
something does happen.
okay, got you.
So like, you know, it's scary, especially like I get like kind of like how we were talking about how I get kind of like an aura kind of thing. Like I feel like kind of like
Different.
yeah,
I don't
like
feel like
real
Vic.
yeah, yeah. So it's like that's kind of like my precursor like get
Do you
yourself
take
straight.
medication?
I do. I
Okay,
take Keppra.
same.
Yeah.
There was one night, going back to when you were like, what was one of the weirdest nights? There's so many. It's crazy. Like, I don't, it's, again, not sound corny, but that is a very interesting, working in a comedy club is a fucking, it's, it rules, but it is interesting.
Yes.
There was one night, the day after St. Patrick's Day, I was out, I had two shows that night, and I got home at like 3:30ish, something like that. And I was in my head about my set. Like, I didn't like how my last set went. And I think it's online, honestly, actually, one of them. But like the next day I had to go to work for a 2-night show, or a 2-show night. And I was just not feeling, like you said, you just, something's off. Like
Yeah.
your brain isn't
There's a
fully,
disconnect.
it's like fuzzy, and like, you know, like at any moment something can change almost. It's weird because, like, you know how they say dogs can pick it up. I can kind of, I believe that, because it's like you feel it. They could probably, they're smart. They could pick that shit
They
up
can
too.
smell when blood sugar's low. Like it's a sense of theirs.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
amazing little creatures.
dogs
Must
rule.
be protected at all costs.
Yeah, yeah. But I remember, yeah, one night or that night after St. Patrick's Day, where I was out really late, got back, barely slept. And that's what does it for me. It's like
Yep.
lack of sleep and stress is what fucking, that's the hammer.
Appetite plays into it too, because when all of your other levels are low, and or just fucking all over the
Oh,
place.
so that's good that I pop
Haywire.
15 Zins a day then, and don't eat.
It's all connected.
Yeah, I know. And it's good to BL's help too. But yeah, there was a night where I was like, yo, I went up to Mikey and another previous manager that we had beforehand, and I was like, I don't feel good right now. This is like a pretty serious situation. Like, I had to break it down to him, like,
Yeah.
like very quickly. I was like,
Yes.
this is like, I need to take my medication right now, and I don't think I should like be left unattended. Like, I need help right now.
Yep.
And they like walked me to my car. The boss man was super chill. He was like, are you sure, like, you're good? And like, I was like, I don't know, man. Like, even my speech was weird, and I was
Yeah.
like, that made
You're
me
starting
nervous. I was like almost slurring words, and I was like, oh fuck, dude. I got like nervous. I just try to like do like almost like breathing exercises, but just try to focus on nothing.
Yeah.
Which I guess is meditating. I don't
Right.
know. I was just trying to like ignore it, say this is fine. And then I got to my car and just chilled, and he was like, again, not shout out, he's never gonna hear this, I hope, but like, respect to him, because he was like, are you sure you're good? Like, are you sure you're good? And I was like, I'll be fine. I was like embarrassed. I was
Yeah.
mad embarrassed.
No, that's yep.
And I was like, all right, I'll be good. And yeah, I just chilled until I felt like I could drive. I did, and just fucking had to crash, dude.
Yeah.
Take my medication and crash, dude.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, dude, that's what I thought you were gonna say in
Yeah.
long.
Well, because like I don't think I found that out until like
Pretty recently, probably,
yeah,
yeah.
it
Because, like I
was.
said, I don't like to disclose it with people unless
Right.
I feel like it's necessary. But
Yeah.
every now and then, if I feel like somebody should know or I'm comfortable telling them, I'll tell them. You know.
Right. Yeah. I definitely let like my close people know. And like, I mean, somebody's had a seizure at the club before too. And they like, I like walk by because like I heard like commotion, you know, I'm like, I don't want to be too nosy. Usually, you know, everyone's like, all right, everybody get back to work kind of thing. But somebody had said like he's having a seizure. And then I see them like holding his head and like, you know, kind of like holding him down. And I'm like, no. I was like, y'all need to roll this motherfucker on his
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking touch him. Support like his back a little bit, but just like let it happen. You can't. That's how people come out of it injured with like pulled muscles and stuff like that. Because I
Yeah.
get tonic-clonic seizures, so it's like my whole entire body's contorting.
I thought
I've
that's
cracked
Grand
teeth.
Mall.
It's similar to it. It's very, very similar to it. I was on Topamax for like a really, really long time, which is also another seizure medication, which they took me off of, thank God, because it's also used for like all these other situations that don't relate to me at all.
Okay.
And it's just like, you know, when you dabble with other things start to pop up.
Got you.
I'm not trying to
So it
like
wasn't
create another
helping.
chemical imbalance in my
Gotcha.
head. So, yeah, it's just so I've cracked teeth like from my jaw just clamping down and stuff like that, and people not being able to like handle me during those situations. So it's like improper like caring for somebody who's actively having a seizure and like allowing those people to
It's
like
scary though, dude.
It
It's
is very
super
scary.
scary. Like
It is.
I've woken up to my parents like almost crying over
Yeah.
me, like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? I don't know,
When
dude.
was your like last one, if you don't mind me asking?
No, I don't mind. I think 2017.
Oh,
So it's
you,
been a while.
yeah, but you
Because
just had
it
your
took
little,
but it took me being a fucking idiot to learn to take my meds. I wouldn't
Yeah.
take them.
yeah,
And I was on a trip on a family trip in Colorado. Did I tell you this?
yeah, you did tell me that.
And I was just fucking playing some app. I don't even know, it was Flappy Bird or whatever, some shit at like 3 a.m. after a full day of snowboarding. And I just woke up to, like I said, my parents and my sister over me, like, what's going on? And I'm like, I don't know.
Like, what the fuck's going on?
It's fucking, you know, the craziest one was I worked at I don't think you know this. I used to work at an appraising office for properties.
Yeah, I vaguely remember you telling me something like that.
Okay, so I used to do that since high school. I did that until I started working at the club. And I had one dude at the office where we had like a secretary at the front. I had my own office. My boss had his own office, and that was that. And I ended up having one again, off stress, no sleep. I was in college at the time, so
Yeah.
I think that had a lot to do with
That'll do
it. And I was doing work and got like a brain zap where I was like, what the fuck, what the hell just happened? And then next thing I know, I wake up on the lobby floor and the glass door of the what's it called, the office is shattered.
Oh, you just fucking
I got up out of my
90
seat
miles per hour?
and ran out of the fucking thing.
fuck, dude.
And I just woke up on the lobby floor with my boss and the secretary hovering over me, being like, what just happened again? Like, are you okay? And I'm like, I don't know. And I had one tiny cut, and this whole thing was shattered. Like, I don't know how
shit.
fast I did that or whatever, but it was like insane. And I went back to my office. My boss was mad confused. He
Like,
was like,
Are we just gonna ignore that happened?
no,
and
but
just get back to
he
work?
was very like concerned. Like,
Yeah.
I respect, he was an elderly gentleman. That's why, like, he retired, but like he was like, are you okay, dude? And I just yacked into a trash can right after, which happens,
Yeah.
you know. That was the only time it's happened out of the several that I've had. I looked at him, I was like, I don't know, yacked. And then fucking had my parents pick me up. Like it was just like
No
whatever.
puke and rally there. Just like, I'm
No.
just gonna head out.
Yeah,
boys.
I'm like, I'm not gonna do this Excel sheet today. I'll maybe get back
The
to it.
turn of events is telling me I gotta go home.
Yeah, that one was the most wild one probably.
Yeah, that's
And
scary.
I still get mail from that company that owned the property asking for a settlement. I didn't even sue them or anything.
Motherfuck.
Yeah, and I
that's
don't
funny.
care at all. And like they're like pressing it still years and years later, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, man. I'm not gonna. That was on me. It's my issue, not you.
Also, if you got that on video, let me know.
No, I didn't. I did. I don't know. There were no
security
cameras.
cameras.
Yeah, no cameras in that office, unfortunately. But yeah,
God.
that was a wild one, dude.
Yeah, my last one was like a couple of months ago. Like, I'd say like 6 months ago, almost 6 months ago. It was interesting too, because I was just like, I hadn't had one for like, I don't know, a couple of months, but usually I'll get like more of I call it like an aura, or other doctors have called it an aura. It's like kind of like just that fuzzy, and it's like a different color almost.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I just don't describe it that. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Like I got that, and I was like on FaceTime with my man, and I was just like, I don't like, the last thing I just remember like telling him was like, I don't feel good at all. And like my speech, he said my speech was getting all slurry.
Oh, really?
And like,
yeah.
I just remember like
It's like your
sitting
brain
there.
shutting down, but
Yeah,
trying to
like,
stay up.
Yeah, it was like each switch was getting flipped, like, but very, very
Slowly.
And like I just felt like my arms kind of like could not, like, barely use my legs. And I just remember crawling to my door and then opening my door and just yelling for my mom.
Jeez,
And like,
dude.
and
So you were conscious the whole time?
No. And then that's when, like, that's all I remember. Like, but that was like me, like, trying to get myself to, like, I need to get somebody to notice that this is happening kind of situation.
Gotcha.
So like before it even, like, I actually had the seizure, I was like in the doorway when I woke up. And I woke up and my mom, because my mom's, you know, disabled, she can't be carrying my fucking big ass around.
Yeah.
So she called 911 and the EMTs were like, oh, you're fine. And my mom's like, no, she's not. And I live like in a townhouse, so it's like 3 different levels.
Okay.
And their fucking little bitch asses are like, you can walk down the stairs. I was like, I feel like I just got hit by a truck. I was like, I'm not walking anywhere. And my legs were like shaking like leaves, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, and I had like, my man was on FaceTime the whole time. He's like, what the fuck? Like, he's pissed. He's like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are new to her, but she isn't new to this. So like, how about you listen to the girl who's not abusing drugs, alcohol, or anything like that, and like listen
Take
to
care
somebody.
of her.
Yeah. Like, I got to the hospital, and the nurse, like, you know, got the information from the EMTs, and I hear the nurse talking to another nurse in the hallway after the EMTs left, and this dude was fucking pissed. He was like my advocate. He's like, they just said she had like a headache or a migraine. This girl had a fucking seizure, and they're treating her like shit.
Like
and telling her
nothing.
that nothing is wrong with her.
Yeah.
Her fucking pupils are fucking bigger than her eyes. Like, all this shit. And I'm just like crying to him. I'm like, I felt like I was just like,
This was a few
getting
months ago?
crackhead. Yeah, like,
Jesus.
the way I was treated was so fucking awful. It was terrible.
Damn.
Fuck you, St. Joe.
I'll ask you a little bit more about that off this. That's wild. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, but
That
that's
fucking
when they
that
put
blows.
me on Keppra twice a day, and then
Yeah. Same.
good old 1,000 milligrams, baby.
I think
Sounds big,
I think
but
that's what I'm on too.
Yeah,
Wow, this is crazy.
twice a day. Fun stuff.
I had one too where it's funny. You were getting disrespected by the EMTs. I think I'll wrap up on this because we're at over 90 minutes. So, I had one where I was feeling just like you said, that fucking hazy, like.
Where you're like, whoa.
I liked how you said like the switches are slowly getting shut. It's like 5 switches. You're like, oh shit, something just happened. A few seconds later, oh, okay, something else just happened. I need to like try to collect myself or whatever. And then you're like, okay, this is an issue now. And like, it's just you trying to process, and I just try to calm myself down and be like, it's
Yeah.
okay, it's gonna be fine, you're good, dude, you're chilling.
Just try to get yourself to like a safe space.
I was driving.
Not a safe space.
No, not in the slightest. But thank God, again, I was right around the corner from my house, and I pulled into the driveway, parked, and then woke up on like the entrance of my house, basically.
Shit.
With EMTs over me. And I was such a dick.
Like, it's okay, honey. We got you. You're like, go fuck yourself.
I was with my girlfriend at the time, and she was with me, and she was bawling, obviously, not being helpful at all. No offense, but I feel like women in that situation cannot
My
handle.
mom was not. I woke up.
She was just some EMT was talking to her, and I like looked over at her off the ground, and she was just sobbing, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, don't talk to that guy, come talk to me, honestly. And also whatever he's saying or asking you, it doesn't really I don't know, I was just pissed. I woke up and they were like, what were you doing? And I was like, nothing. And they're like, what have you been doing? I'm like, I don't know, dude, I just woke up right here. What are you doing? Like, again, my always question is like, what are you doing, or what's going on? Like, because I don't know. I don't fucking.
Like, it's a whole like reset.
It's
like, where the fuck am I?
People say that if you think you've blacked out on alcohol, that is, you've never blacked out. This is like a complete blackout. So like
a whole when you wake up, it's just like
life begins again.
Blip,
yes,
dude.
it is. And so I had no idea how I got from my car, from parking it to that entrance of my home. And then I wake up to, like I said, a whole fucking paramedics team and a fucking fire truck, all that shit. And I'm like, I'm good, dude. I'm not going in your fucking thing. I'm chilling. Leave me alone. And they were like, kind of pissed. They were like, you obviously had something going on. Like, and I was like, it's all good. I'm at home now. I'll go to bed. I'll take a nap and I'll be good. And this was like after a night of like partying. So like I was out late, barely got sleep again. But like, hey, that's what it is, dude. Shout out to the epileptics, dude. Take your Keppra, dude. Do all you gotta do.
Keppra queens and kings. Keep it alive.
Do you want to shout anything out real quick before we wrap up, or plug your Instagram or anything like that?
Instagram's private, always will be.
Okay.
Shout out life. Please keep dealing me better cards, because fuck, I'm into this shit. Things are good right now.
Good.
And I'm good with it.
There we go. Shout out life.
Shout out life.
Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Early Morning Podcast. Leave a like, leave a dislike, subscribe or unsubscribe. Doesn't really matter. Till next episode, peace.